Well, meanwhile, in Bloomfield Township, residents, drivers, and folks who work there are asking where were the snowplows and salt trucks during Friday's storm?
Yeah, many of the main roads in the township remain a slippery and hazardous mess today, while neighboring jurisdictions have clean streets. So what happened? Let's get to Fox 2's Jessica back. You went looking for answers. Jessica, you were there the night all this stuff was falling from the sky and freezing on the ground.
Absolutely awful out here the other day, but you ask what we found out. I really thought when we started asking questions about road conditions to the officials that we'd get some finger pointing, but that isn't what happened. Thankfully, we got a lot of transparency. We got folks taking accountability and maybe most importantly, a plan for the future. Now, I want to take a look at Telegraph right here. If you both remember that video footage we're about to show you from Friday, it was terrible out here. Happy to report the Telegraph, it is moving smooth. No issues on the ground, but that doesn't mean that some of these main roads in Bloomfield Township, you still got to be careful. It is backing up traffic heading northbound on Telegraph for literally miles. Flashback to Friday, we stumbled on some of the worst roads around Bloomfield Township.
Certainly, Roop and I are looking forward to driving home. That's for sure, looking at what you showed us there tonight.
Drivers stuck for 2 hours or more on Telegraph. Crashes, then trucks clogging it up.
Our truck was literally stuck in that traffic jam. Our truck could not get through to address the road.
Police pushing drivers out as the wet snow piled up. Unplowed roads in these temps causing a snowpack. Impossible to remove. Still out there in some areas in the township 5 days later.
We got a lot of calls. We got a lot of frustration from residents.
The Bloomfield Township supervisor did, and so did Fox 2.
There was like a quadrant where something was amiss.
The township plows only its subdivisions, one of the only in the state to do so, while the Oakland County Road Commission handles everything else.
We offer our help. We can't kind of go in and force ourselves in because it's really their operations and we don't want to create that kind of battle.
Friday, Bloomfield Township crews were out around the clock helping in emergency situations. So what happened to the Oakland County plows?
Unfortunately, what we found, we did the research, was there was a higher concentration of mechanical problems in the area serving Bloomfield Township and the surrounding areas. For whatever reason, those trucks broke down more frequently.
The county says it was a three-part issue. Those broken trucks and 40 trucks are on back order for 2 years now. And the third issue?
More than 50% of our drivers have less than 3.2 years of experience, which is the least experience collectively we've had as far back as we can tell, maybe in our 100-and-something year history.
When you can get answers and you understand this is an anomaly, this is something that they can fix.
Moving forward, all the officials in this story say a fix is in the works.
We're going to do more training. We're going to look at how our mechanics are assigned. We're going to look at the types of mechanical issues we had, and we're also going to hope we get those new trucks in sometime soon.
I want to emphasize something that Craig Brayson with the Oakland County Road Commission said. 40 of those big orange trucks on back order, and they've been on back order for 2 years. He actually says that's a result of the pandemic, just lots of delays in the manufacturing sector, and they're working with multiple manufacturers, and they don't have a timeline of when those trucks will come in and replace the old ones. So kind of a 1, 2, 3 punch here. I suppose the good news, if you live here or drive through Bloomfield Township, which is hard not to do if you're coming through Oakland County. Hopefully the next time we get a storm, there'll be a little bit better of a result. Reporting live in Bloomfield Township, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
All right, Jessica, let's talk about some of the variables that they can control. Those 40 trucks are still on back order, but for the trucks they do have, I guess the question I have as someone who drives through there all the time is, we had a lot of time, didn't we? I mean, we've had like 2 months of really kind of mild winter weather. You think maybe they'd be ready when you had the big one come, even with the limited resources they had.
So we asked that question, of course, exactly, because what have they been doing the last couple months when we've had great weather? Part of the problem is the type of snow that was out there, right? So it was heavy and wet, came down fast. If there was any kind of delays getting to the snow right away, it packed down pretty solid. That's really hard on the trucks, and especially when you're running them over and over. And let's not forget, we've got a very inexperienced workforce. The drivers, no fault to them. They can't create this experience. So it's, again, a multi-layered issue. They're going to provide more training for those drivers. So again, we can only hope for the best the next time this hits.
Yeah, all of us are armchair quarterbacks and experts in our chairs saying what they could have done, but they're the ones with the money and the tools. Let's hope for better days to come. Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight. Thank you.